Today, we are walking into the world of the East Coast Romper as I get ready to travel over to Rhode Island tonight to meet and chat with Joey from the band VRSTY from New York City. I'm super stoked to finally get to meet him. The music is amazing. Fell in love with it the first time I heard their album Welcome Home. They motivate me in the gym. He motivates me on daily life whenever I'm feeling kind of freaking out or anything. They're my go-to music choice at the moment. So I'm super stoked to get to know him, finally get to meet him, and all that good stuff. So today, like I said, we've been more focused on fitness and day-to-day life on this podcast, but today I'm bringing you into the world of my pure passion, and that's to get to know artists and musicians. So I hope you guys enjoy the interview. I hope you go check out Joey and the band, the music. If they come around again to the New England area, check them out, follow them on social media. They have new music coming out, so totally stoked to get you guys to know Joey and the guys. All right, guys, we are here today in Rhode Island with Mr. Joey from VRSTY. Hello, Joey.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Yesterday, hometown show, right?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was sick. It was great. I got really drunk, and then I don't remember anything else.
Oh, did you get drunk before your show? Tipsy?
It's like 50-50, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess
but
that...
it's hometown, so you kind of... I treat it like... I never treat hometown shows like a show. I treat them like a party.
Okay. All right, like a reunion of sorts.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get to sleep in your bed last night?
No, I don't do that.
Oh, why?
I don't break van, like, I don't ever leave the van. So, like, when I'm on tour, I stay in the van the whole time. I feel like if I go home, it tricks my body into thinking the tour's over, and so I don't do it. I will not do it.
Okay, does that mean, like, depression sets in or something?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay,
I get sad, but then also my body gets like, oh, we don't want to do this anymore. We have a bed now. And I'm like, nah.
Okay, I got you. So, played the show, went back in the van, drove to Rhode Island.
Yep.
All right. And I heard, hold on, from your story, you had some French onion soup.
Oh, love French onion soup, yeah.
Okay.
I've been trying it in every state.
And?
It's good in some and terrible in some others.
What was the terrible one?
All right, best one was probably so far has been Jersey.
Okay.
I actually couldn't find one today.
Oh, well.
So today might be the worst day of the tour because there's no French onion soup.
You probably could find some minestrone soup.
It's not the same though.
I know, but I'm just saying. So what makes a good French onion soup?
There's like a good like cheese to onion ratio that you have to have in it. And like sometimes it's sourdough bread and some of them is just like, some people put too much in it. I mean, like, absorbs it all. This is, like, crazy that, like, I'm even talking about this, but... yeah, like, yo, the consistency of, like, the soup just has to be, like, all around even, you know?
Now, did you grow up cooking?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So you can cook?
Yeah. Well, I'm Italian and Puerto Rican, so, like, my Italian side of the family always, like, we're like, well, you have to cook.
I'm half Italian, too, so
yeah,
I got you.
It's a thing. They're like, oh, in case you're alone and, you know, you never find anyone, you have to be able to take care of yourself.
That's why spaghetti's so easy to cook.
This is true. This is true.
All right. So, you talk about touring. You talk about how you kind of love it.
Yeah.
What does it do for you? Like, what does touring mean to you?
That's such a hard question. I don't know. There's a feeling that I get from touring that I don't get from anything else.
Is it because you're meeting people, or is it?
Well, I love that. I've met some great people over like just touring in general. You always meet like the sweetest, like nicest people. There are a couple like really weird ones in there, but most people are just like really nice and really supportive. But I just love doing this. Like I like being out places. I like performing. I just love the whole environment of shows. Also. I mean, I don't get this back home.
What do you mean?
Well, home all I do is I record all day.
Oh, all right.
And so it's just me and my table.
Okay, so you don't see the fresh air and the
No, I work all the time.
Okay.
I don't leave my house.
You need a vacation sometimes.
I would like that.
So is this like your vacation?
This is vacation, yeah.
Okay.
It was my vacation.
All right. But you're working still.
Yeah, but it's not really working. I love it.
That's very true. Well, do you like writing too?
I do. I like writing, but sometimes it gets too much.
All right. Now, is there anything you're not taking for granted now on tour that you kind of did back before chaos ensued in 2022? 2020?
You know, I'd like to give you a good answer for that, but I don't have one because I still do the same shit.
Okay. All right.
Nothing about me has changed at all.
Has anything changed per your shows and stuff now that, I think everything's getting back to normal?
Yeah, the shows have been wilder for us, but I don't know if that's because of, just people are excited to be outside or people like the band. I have no idea what it is, but the shows have gotten, bigger, better. People are more excited. More people show up and know the words and stuff like that, so...
You know what I love about you? You're so, humble about everything.
Well, I mean...
No, come on.
Well, you have to be this. This isn't a guaranteed thing.
No, it's not. But it's so sweet to me because you could write the most perfect song and you'd be like, they'll probably hate it.
Someone is gonna hate it. Every time I write something, I do something. I go into the mindset. I'm doing this because I love it, and I hope that other people love it. But if they don't, that's okay.
That's right.
Because everyone has different tastes. Everyone has different everything. And then same thing, with this whole band shit. I love doing this. I would love to do it forever. But I know one day I'm gonna wake up and it's all gonna be over because you can't do this forever. So I have to enjoy it while I have it.
Well, you tell the Rolling Stones that.
Yeah, but the Rolling Stones, they're one of the gods. They've made it already. They don't have to tell
you
shit.
Could be the next god. All right. So I want to ask you, because I've listened to a few interviews and no one's ever asked you this, and you probably might not have a regimen on it, but how do you take care of the instrument?
Ooh, I don't. I drink a lot of water. This is going to sound really, really fucking terrible. Well, I do some warm-ups before my set.
Okay.
But I just mainly drink water all day.
Okay.
Until I get to the venue. It's a lot of tequila, so...
All right, so
I don't have a legit way to keep my
water and booze. That's how to keep it healthy.
Yeah. It's so terrible. I wish I had a better answer.
Okay. All right. No. But you don't take any supplements or anything to keep you healthy and keep the throat.
We work out. I run a lot.
Okay.
I run and sing in treadmills all the time.
Run and sing. Oh, that must be fun. You should come to my gym.
I mean, I'm down. I always feel like I have to keep my lungs at least in check. My breathing in check.
Okay.
So we usually stop at gyms and then we work out. I run a lot.
All right. So that breathing techniques. Yeah. All right. Water and booze. That's all you need.
Water and tequila. That's all you need.
Okay.
You'd be just like me.
All right. So let's rewind. Little Joey.
Ooh.
When did you figure out you had a voice? Did you figure it out, or did somebody else mention it?
No, I didn't know. So I always sang. I think I've always sang. I come from a really musical family. But I think when I was about 12, I used to go to family parties, and my aunt and stuff like that. They would make me sing in front of the rest of the family, and they'd give me $1 or stuff. If you want to sing, I'll give you $1. And then I just kept doing it, and then eventually, one of my sisters is an incredible singer. And one day we were singing together because we always sang together. And, my mom was just like, "You guys should seriously think of just doing something with those voices because for some odd reason no one else has it but you two have it." And then I was just like, "Yeah, actually, I kind of do enjoy doing this, so whatever."
Okay.
So I tried it, but I didn't start off as a singer. I actually started off as a guitarist.
All right. Okay.
Because I was too shy.
Okay. All right. So what age were you when you were like, fuck it, I'm just gonna show the world?
God, I think this was, I don't know how old I was. I know VRSTY is the second band that I've ever fronted.
Okay.
But this also, I started this by myself, so I wrote all the music, the guitars, the bass, drums, everything. And then
so you're multi-talented.
Well, I'm bored, or I'm always bored, one of those. So yeah, I started it, and then I got the guys who are some of my best friends.
Yep.
They played the instruments, and originally I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play guitar, and then they were just like, nah, you're just gonna be a singer, and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So
now, did you take any lessons to learn guitar or anything, or was it all self-learned?
All self-taught.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was too poor for that shit.
All right. So talking about your voice, so you started it solo, and then you decided what, if I'm going to tour, I might need some people?
Well, there was no touring involved at all.
Okay.
That was not, like, a thing. I didn't even want to play shows. I was just like, I'm just going to sing and put out music. And then we were like, we would hang out. It's like, we should play some shows. I'm like, cool. And then before I knew it, things just started moving, and I'm like, I have no idea what's happening.
So this was like just like a tornado that came together.
Yeah, this band started off as a joke.
Okay.
We were just doing it for fun, and we're like, we'll play some shows, we'll play some covers, and it'll, be something to do on the weekend. And then I've been all over like the country. And I'm like,
see what happens when you just want to have fun?
Yeah, this has been the longest weekend of my life.
All right. So when you guys all got together, and now you're the sole writer, and how does that feel? Like, do they have any input to okay.
So the way it works is I write all the music and then I show it to them, and they'll either like things or change things, or most of the time they're like, oh, we like it how it is, and they just leave it.
Okay. How was it when you first started doing that, since you were like the sole person to write everything and you had the final say? Was it kind of hard for you?
It was harder because it's harder when it's just all you. Because you don't get like that outside perspective.
Okay.
It just makes it weird.
Okay. All right. So it's better to have people.
It's better to have people. Way better.
All right. Okay. So tell me a little bit about each of the members and how they've taught you a thing or two.
Oh, my band members don't teach me shit. Just so you know, full disclaimer, I love every single one of them, but we barely even talk to each other like on tour.
What?
We give each other so much space.
Well, that's true. Where are they?
Yeah, we love each other to death, but like on tour, we know when you're in a van, it's like cramped. We're just like, it can get like really, really bad really quickly, so we just give each other space.
Okay.
Actually, let me see. Is there something I've learned? I've gotten better at pool.
Okay.
Because of hobby. I know lots about White Claw because of Paul.
Okay.
All
right.
Let's see, what else? That's about it. Yep, that's about it.
Have you learned anything musically from them?
Hell no.
No,
No.
They've learned from you?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
Okay. All right. So, let's talk about, I know you've talked about it forever, but Welcome Home. Very personal.
Yeah.
How was it? I know it was through COVID that you kind of wrote this. Therapy for you, more or less?
A little bit of it. You know what's funny about it? I don't really remember the process too much. I remember recording.
So you blacked out?
Yeah, I remember writing the songs, and obviously because it was COVID, I was like super fucking stressed out. But I don't really remember the process. I just remember going in and writing stuff and just wanting it to be like as natural and as real as possible. Because I'm at home every day.
Yeah.
All day. I can't go outside. I can't do shit. And I'm like, I want this record to somewhat at least feel some type of fun, since I'm not having fun at home, But I was just like I was in such a mood that like whatever came out is what made it on the record.
Okay. All right. Do you feel like this was a way, I mean, because you got really kind of deep on some, like Gravity is kind of, is very kind of scary somewhat.
Yeah.
Was there a point where you sat back and was just like, I don't know if I want this out for the world to hear?
I did think about that, but then I was just like, whatever.
Okay.
Like I can't be scared, Like you can be afraid of putting stuff out, but then if you do that, you'll never put anything out.
True.
So I kind of just like let it go, and I was like, all right, this is my story,
and I feel like, I don't know, because you see everybody, but I'm sure fans have resonated with that song too and have come to you. So that must make you feel like, okay, that was my purpose.
I've had a lot of people ask me about like certain songs on the record, and it was like, oh, what does this mean? And when I tell them, it's like, oh, I knew it. Like that song means so much to me. And it's like so crazy, because it's kind of what you aim for, but you never expect people to connect with your music on that level. So when they do, I'm just like, whoa, that's kind of sick.
Now, is it kind of scary though? Like I said to you when I first met, like I feel like I know you. Like, does that kind of spook you?
No. That's the point.
Okay.
Yeah, right. My job is to just be as open as possible, but make everyone feel as comfortable as possible. Also, if you feel like you know me, then I've done my job.
Okay. All right. Now, part 2, Latin.
Yes.
What was the reason for that at this particular time?
I don't know.
Boredom?
I started singing the songs at home in Spanish.
Yeah.
And then I sent the demo to the label, and I was like, oh, I did this. And they were like, oh, we're going to put these out. And I'm like, okay.
It was that easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Another bored night? Okay. All right. Now, part 3.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a part 4?
There's no part 4.
Right.
Part 3, those songs were originally they were for a record that we just finished. And then I just didn't want to put them on the record.
Okay.
And then the label was like, no, these are great songs, we should use them. So I'm like, well, I don't know, what do you want to do? And I was like, oh, we'll just put these out right now.
All right. No, I have to say, those few songs.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Like, I love your album, but those 4 songs, I was like, if they're going in this direction for the future, holy shit.
We've like mixed it up. We have, we did 16 songs now for like the stuff that's coming out, and I kind of mixed up. So like some of the songs sound like that, other songs sound like older stuff that I used to do that I like, feel like I lost touch with over like the grand scheme of things, you know?
Okay. All right. Now, you have, let me think, Colorblind, right? Wasn't that on the Black record?
The Black EP, yeah.
Okay. Was that before you had these guys, or is VRSTY always been all of you guys?
So they were in the band, but I wrote that before they I had that a year before they all joined.
Okay, all right. So it was a solo written, because that's my jam at the gym.
No.
Let me just tell you.
That's like the gym one.
Yeah.
Everyone's always like, dude, Colorblind like gets me so pumped, and I'm like,
see? All right.
It's a good one.
All right. So when do you think the new record, like, are you guys working, like, once this is done, are you going home to work on new stuff again?
I was done.
It's finished.
That record's finished.
Recorded?
Yeah. I think we might start putting out singles in like 3 weeks or something.
Are you shitting me?
No.
You are a writing machine. What the hell?
I got it done like at the beginning of this year, and I'm turned everything in finally, and now we're like, all right, let's film some videos, start moving shit out.
Holy crap. Now, do you journal?
Like, write things down?
Yeah.
No.
Does it just come to you and you start writing a song?
I freestyle everything. So because I'm a guitarist, I write the instruments first, and then I go back and I just loop the songs, and however I feel, that's what I sing. But I don't write lyrics down either.
Oh, so it's almost like you're a rapper. Freestyle.
Kind of. Well, that's how I grew up. I grew up listening to like rap, pop, and like R&B.
Okay.
I just happened to get into metal.
All right. No, that's crazy that you can just... All right. Now, have you ever laid anything down that you were like, what the fuck am I even talking about?
All the time.
Okay.
All the time. There are hundreds of songs that no one will ever hear, because I'm like, what the hell is this?
All right. So, let's go into when you're on stage. You're playing these songs, especially songs from Woke Up Home. Do you go to a place, like when you're on stage, and thoughts of what you wrote about come back?
Sometimes. So we've been not so much a Woke Up Home.
Okay.
Because the songs we're playing are like the more popular ones, and I feel like the more popular ones on the record are a little less deep.
Okay.
Than the ones who are less popular.
Yeah.
But with the newer stuff, yeah. So we've been playing a new song on tour.
Yeah.
It's called The Plug, and every time we play that song every night, I'm just like, well, this like, it hits different for me, because I'm like, I'm singing about something, I'm like, I just experienced this, so. Okay,
so it's still fresh in the heart. Yeah. All right, now how do you, I guess, gravitate away from that? Like, you just.
I just don't. I
just
live in it.
Do your thing.
Yeah, I'm like, well, if this is how I'm supposed to feel, then I guess it is what it is.
Okay, all right. Now, I want to ask you about this, and I don't know if you want to go fully into it, but I know you have said stuff about being depressed at home and everything, and I think everyone in this world is depressed in some state of mind. Would you like to give your advice or opinion on healthcare and how people can't deal with themselves but can't get help to...
So I think one of the most important things to do is just to speak. Everyone has to speak to someone. I think the worst thing that we can do, we all go through something at some point, and the worst thing we do is sometimes we try to fool ourselves into believing that we can do everything by ourselves, and we can't. The honest truth is, no one can do everything by themselves. None of us are perfect, and we're all human. Like, that's just not, it's not realistic to be able to do everything by yourself. Like, talking to people that's important, even if it's like a friend, a therapist. I think therapy is like super fucking important.
Joey at a VRSTY show.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm down to talk to I talk to everyone all day. And we don't leave the venues until I talk to everyone.
You're so sweet.
Like, I don't like, people come to shows, and I feel like if you're here, you deserve at least some of my time. I can't give you all of it, but I'll give you whatever I have to give. Because, you know, you never know. Like, I might say something to you that I'm just talking shit, and I don't know, but it might help you in some way. And that, to me, is more important than any of the rest of the shit.
Okay. All right. So you think everyone should talk to somebody. Do you think the United States is ever going to get their ass together with healthcare and the mental...
This
right?
Place sucks, but this place sucks, but we live here, so fuck it.
No, it's pretty sad that I said, no wonder people kill themselves every day, because no one's there to help you, unless they want to give you drugs. And then they're like, oh yeah, we're here for you.
Yeah, we'll medicate the shit out of you, but we won't help you otherwise.
All right. So, last but not least, what do you want Joey's legacy to be when everything is said and done?
When all of this is done, I just want people to think about the band and literally be like, those guys were genuine. And that's it.
Well, you've already done that.
Well, hopefully. We got a long way to go, so I gotta keep that going, you know?
Okay. Now, after this tour, are you guys going home for a little bit, or are you jumping on something else?
3 weeks, and then we're out with Secrets for a bit.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to let everyone know?
No, we're putting out new music soon, so please stop bothering me about it. I get bothered about it so much. Yes, we're putting out new music. Please leave me alone. It's coming. It's not my fault. It's the record label's fault.
And don't hug him in the bathroom.
And don't hug me in the bathroom. That shit is weird.